It's me again. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Slate Talks, the podcast. And we are now on our second episode. And thank you to those who have listened already to the pilot episode. As we recap the previous talk, we had a quick introduction discussing about films and their respective forms and conventions. And for today's episode, we will be now dealing with the filmmaker's perspective on the variance of narrative and non-narrative forms. When watching films, we collectively witness, in a formalistic manner, the story which goes with the basic questions like how it did begin, what happened along the way, how it did end, and what the lessons and themes are present in the film. In the most technical view, this is how narrative form functions. That is to say, they execute the cause-effect relationship and problem-solution patterns. Collectively, filmmakers and storytellers follow the Freytag's pyramid plot of diagram, which provided us the exposition or introduction, conflict or rising action, climax, falling action, and the resolution or denouement. Meanwhile, some filmmakers do not usually follow the formalist technique. In this case, non-narrative films do not require to follow a chronological order since it depends upon the creator or filmmaker. They would employ various techniques or execute an experimental method of film that depicts an event or material. Also, it does not matter if things are about to be realistic or imaginary. Perhaps these formal systems still follow a structure of elements, principles, and compositions, which may be varied upon the notion of the filmmakers and the execution process. Films are truly diverse in the creative way of conveying the work of art with some conventions, including the formal system that we just discussed earlier. And I guess that's a wrap for the second episode of the Slate Talks, the podcast. Yay! I thank everyone again who listened for today's discourse, so I hope that you learned something new about the formal systems connecting to film and storytelling. If you have further questions, don't be shy to ask me directly. Again, I am Cheche, your host for today. Watch out for my next podcast episode, and I will see you again soon.